Hey guys, got a crazy collection by here. We're gonna dissect this and go through this. Let's see what we got.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh boy. So this is the whole collection pulled out of the box. There's so much commons from so many different sets, so I'm gonna start parsing this out and I will update you guys as to what is in what. Jesus. And we got like a land station, an emptied out binder. Oh boy. As you can see here, I'm breaking down by set. I still have a lot to go. So I'm going through this collection. I'm just looking through some white border cards and doing the light test. And what do I see? Here is that alternate 4th edition that I see. I think so. Oh yeah. Yeah. Stream of life. Stream of life, baby. Look at that. Alternate 4. I'm watching hackers and sorting, and I just found some of these. Yeah, so there are reserve list cards in this whole thing. And I just found a Mystic Tutor from from Mirage. Just happens to be an Italian. And now a vein of Mystic Remores. Cool. Okay, now I'm dissecting the binder. It's not like anything crazy worthwhile in here. I'm just pulling it out. At the end, they'll show you all the cards from each of the sections. See, I already have a little pile here from the first section. There was an Ether Vial, even that Red Elemental Blast. So yeah, we'll go over it. And now the long box with old looking cards. That's a nice little card. Now one of these boxes that are just loaded with cards. Sleeves, I don't think it's worth it, sleeves, but we'll see what's in here. I'm just going through these boxes, pulling out some rares from these fat packs over here. Now that's pretty sick to find in there. Wow, sweet. Now we got some decks that I'm dissecting, and there was dice. So when it's a really huge collection, I like to organize it by blocks and then separate it from there. I do rarities, color-coded rarity like silver for uncommon and black for common sets first, like Mirage, and then I move up. And yeah, now I'm separating it into blocks and we'll go from there. In the middle of sorting the Zendikar pile now. Here's my pile of discards. Alright, so this is it. This is all the cards I looked through here. And some more there. This is everything I pulled out. We are going to go through this and see what we got. So these are the random dual decks that I found, or some of what was there. And as you can see, this dual decks Garrix versus Liliana came with the Snuff Out and Nature's Lures. That's a good, $30 right there. Awesome. So here's all the stuff that I got from this collection. These are all sleeves. I mean, some of them can be worth something if they're older, but not really. I got a bunch of dye here, including the planar dye. So that's cool. And then, regular, useless dye. Got a bunch of these fat pack boxes too. And regular deck boxes, another fat pack. What we have here is pretty cool. I'll go through these. These are like dividers and stuff. We'll check that out. Alright, so there's these bigger ones from 2012? What was around 2012? Return to Ravnica, maybe? Yeah. That's what these look like. I mean, somebody put the freaking guilds on there, so maybe. So these are the 2008 dated ones. I guess this is like Shadowmoor, Lorwyn, Morningtide. And then you have a Mutavault. These Ultra Pro dividers too. Alright, and these are the 2007 dated ones. I mean, we got a Torchling here, which is awesome. So, pretty cool stuff. What is that? Street Wraith. And then you have these 2006 labeled ones. Very awesome. Alright, now that we've seen all the accessories, we can do the big wrap up of all the hits. So let's start here with like the kind of it's hard to value stuff. You got these two major off-center cards. What's cool about them, the back is center, so yeah, this whole sheet was printed offset. Look, you got a nice crimp here. You see that at the top? Return to Ravnica, uncommon. You got your one alternate 4th edition. We can show you the black light. See how, shoot, I don't have any. I do. Here. This is regular 4th next to alt 4th, right? You see the difference there? This has the UV coating, this does not, so it's reflecting the UV, or rather absorbing it, and this is reflecting it so it doesn't fluoresce, you know, so see, pretty interesting, right? So that's kind of, all right, hold on, turning off the flashlight. Let's put that back, and yeah, so that's the alternate 4th, and then you had almost a full pack of Ice Age, where it was major shift. On the back too, you know, I was thinking about for my repacks, I might do this as one full insert. That's kind of cool, different, you know what I mean? So yeah, those are the misprints. Now, let's check out the foils. Okay, we got 2 of these. Heart of Light, Landlore Elves for the 10th. And then you got Origins, we got a rare foil. These are beat up cards, you know, but played, still playable. Seismic Spike. And then you have these 2 DCI promos. Zombify. So, I mean, this was a massive amount of foils. A bunch of them were older foils like this, you know. Look at that. Madness, right? Yeah, I don't know how you missed that one. That looks good. I love these old foils. They look so good. Some M13, even foreign foils, M10. Alright, let's go for the rest. We had a little stack of M20 foils from like the lands and stuff. Look at this is all foils. Pretty crazy, right? Wow, this is beat up. So there was a lot of Zendikar, a lot of Alara stuff. I assumed with the Alara stuff that there was a few of those, like all this, I think the rest is Alara. I assume that there's a few of those premium packs opened because of the amount of foils. It may not be true, but it looks like it to me, because these are all Alara block foils right here. Pretty cool. I don't think many of these foils have so much value. Again, they made premium packs where the whole pack was foil. It was basically the first modern collector's edition. Kind of cool. I got a couple of packs of that. I think I have a box that I've had for a long time. Sleeve of Bolus. Look, that's the regular one, and that's the DCI one. Okay, so there you go. There are a bunch of foils in this bad boy right here. So this whole collection, let's talk about it. I got it for $60. And when I saw these were on top, and I'm like, oh, that means there's got to be some valuable cards in here, right? If we had these on top, a couple of dollars. Some reserve list cards. I only see reserve list just put away, put to the side like this, you know that there has to be more inside the, you know, the bulk. This was, oh my God, guys, this bulk was, I don't even know what to tell you. It was quite the amount of cards. It took a long time to go through all of this stuff here. But, you know, I scoured and I found whatever value I could. It was quite the task. I spent a couple of weeks doing this. It helped me, you know, be distracted during some tough times. So that's cool. I got it just in time for that. So I went through all the cards and I pulled these out as I was going through. You know, you knew these were decent hits. Bunch of Remoras. This would have been so much more if you know, they didn't reprint it recently. Mystic Tutor, same thing. Got the dark cards. Reliquary, I found the Ether Vial. Okay. Now we're gonna check out kind of not, I wouldn't say bulkier, but I guess it kind of is bulkier stuff. But there's a lot of value here. This is Fungal Sprouting from M13. Ring of Colonia, Clock of Omens, Farseek. You know, some of these are a couple of dollars, some of these are $1, but this is the cards that I went out of my way to put aside. Even cards that were 25 cents, 50 cents, I'm like, you know, I can Buylist these for a couple of dollars. I don't know how I'm gonna price this out on the video though, because it's like so many cards to go through. You know what I mean? It's gonna be tough, yeah, to price all this out, guys. Like a lot of these, hey, this was a few dollars, I remember. Let's put that aside. Like a $5 or $10 card, which is cool. A couple of dollars on the buy list, a couple of dollars, you know, in reality. Soul Warden, that was another one. There's some more foils. Jeez, guys, I did what I could to organize. A lot of stuff was beat up like this. You see that? Yeah. You know, rare mythics, rares. This was, I think, the bunch of rares that I found. I mean, I know that there's nothing crazy here. I think there's probably a couple of bucks. A lot of these are probably just freaking bulk. That's what a big portion of this seems to be. But, you know, there's value in bulk too, and not everything is bulk. And not everybody gets it correct either, because yeah, like I said, there's not everything is bulk. Like this is a couple dollars, I think. Yeah. So yeah, when you see a collection, you have to, I mean, it depends where you're buying it, right? Like I knew I was getting this from a buddy, so I could take my time. Like I even just gave him, I gave him $100. And he's like, you know, just get back to me whenever. He trusts me, and he does right by me, so I do right by him. And so with something like this, if it was, you know, $1,000 purchase, I might have went back and hit him again with some more cash, especially after I sell some, if I sell some. I'm going to try and get some buy list out of this. But as it is, you know, give him 100. If I felt he deserved more for it, I would definitely give him more. I think you should deal with people like that, you know, like be honest and not try to win so bad on every deal, because when you win in a deal like that, someone else loses, okay? And if you like the person that you're hanging out with, maybe you should freaking consider paying them correctly, or you like the person that you're dealing with, maybe you should consider doing right by them. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole subject. All right. Yeah, this was cool to see. Snuff out. Couple of $1 on common. You know, some gypsies. Nothing crazy here. Couple of $1 cards. And again, a lot of this is beat up and some and a blood moon. That's pretty good. Earthbind. Let's put that aside too. Yeah, I knew that there's a couple of just Vandal Blast, a couple of dollars. Sphere of Safety. Binds of Vast with Journey to Nowhere, a couple of quarters, you know, dollars. So that's the thing. A lot of this stuff adds up. It may not be evident. Like, look at this. Look at all these Hedron crabs. These are like $3 to $5 each buy list, depending on when you buy list them, you know? And, you know, there's a lot of them here. So, I don't know. I think I got my value. I didn't even tally it up, but I can tell I at least got the value. Maybe $300 total when all is said and done. We'll see. We'll add it up at the end, right, guys? I'd really like to know, actually, what the total value is so that I could tell my buddy. Actually, I think I'm going to see him this weekend. This is going to be the first weekend of the what's it called? The flea market. I just like certain, I took out some Mirrodin lands just to have. Some sets were seriously picked through. Some sets there was actually a lot of value. So it was kind of crazy. Interesting to see how the person who went through this did go through this. These Souls Attendant, these are a few dollars each, and there's a stack of them. Yeah, there's a lot of value in new Phyrexia. So if you find bulk of that, just know that you're likely to have your value there. I don't see how you can't if you have a lot of bulk from new Phyrexia. Okay, let's see. What else do we got here? Got all this. $13-14 by itself. Yeah, so there's a lot of value here, guys. I don't think that I don't think I did bad with this buy. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, please. All these like Lorwyn and Shadowmoor lands, yeah, I put them aside because they're very different and people tend to want them eventually. Like, look at that swamp. That's crazy, right? So, yeah, I do this. I put it all aside. Certain things anyway. This was cool. This was like all the older stuff. So there's a couple of reserve list cards here. I think like about 1 or 2 per set that was in there. The whoever went through this missed. So, you know, Mudslide. That's a reserve list card. I'm pretty sure. And this one. This is a good card. I know. A couple. That's like a one of the top cards from. Look how beat up that card is. One of the top cards from Ice Age. But yeah, we have some cool stuff here. Hydroblasts. Songs of the Damned. Okay. Some Weatherlight. Paradigm Shift. Well, I know that's the reserve list card from there. Hey, here you go, some Homeland stuff. There's also a few, look at that. There's also a few beat up cards, like really beat up. I'll show you them at the end. They were, I put them aside because you can't get any value from like a $2 damaged reserve list card, you know. I mean, maybe. Hey, look, this card isn't going to be remade. It's Therese Nielsen, and it shows boobies. Hey, that's kind of cool. Look at that misprint. I'm going to put it aside with my misprints, guys. That's cool. I know I put some of this stuff aside. And again, look at this crazy card. What were you thinking when you made this art? Yeah, so these are all the cards that had a couple of dollars, some exchange value. Yep, reserve list. And this is reserve list too, I think. Yeah, so I don't know. This seemed like a good purchase to buy. It's not like crazy amount of, oh my god, I freaking, you know. I think it's just good value here, solid. It's beat up, but I don't think it matters in the end. You know, you're not trying to sell this for top dollar. You're not trying to sell it for full-on pricing of the market, you know. This is more of just recovery and having some fun with this. Yeah, this is the beat up cards. Even this one is white out. I mean, shit. Look at that, right? Free cards. I can't. These are all too beat up to F with. And like some of them are at reserve list, some are a couple of dollars. Like these Pyroblasts are like $5, but you know, look at that condition. Like, you can't do anything. You can't include it with like the rest of the cards. I know some of them aren't worth anything, but yeah. Matt wins. Reserve list. Yeah, so that is the collection that I got recently. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's pretty cool. I like all the weird stuff I got in here, like the crimps and the shifted cards, the alt fourth. You know, that's kind of weird. All right, guys, remember to like and subscribe. If you're going to be buying anything today, remember to use my TCG player affiliate link in the description. It is free and easy to use. You click on it and you shop like normal. And yeah, that's all. And otherwise, remember to, I don't know, comment, all the fun stuff. Check out my Patreon, all these things. Otherwise, have a great day. I will catch you soon. Yeah, peace.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?